Good morning and welcome to another yoga flow with me. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Lillian and I'm super grateful that you decided to join me on the mat today. Before we begin, all you need to know is you need a little bit of space. If it's possible, find a space where you're undisturbed, just to really take that time for yourself today. Find a comfortable seat, wear comfortable clothes. And once you're ready, you can start to find a comfortable seating position where you can feel your sitting bones on the ground. You can also kneel if you like. Just try to find a position where you can lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders down, release your hands over your thighs. And today's flow, we're going to flow with a lot of twists, a lot of asymmetrical movements to really tune into both sides of our body, to connect the left and the right brain, and just to tune in with the feminine and the masculine side of our body. So in yoga, I know feminine and masculine might sound a little bit questioning to some, but in yoga philosophy what it means basically is that we have one more active side and one more passive side, one more receiving side, one that's a little bit more rational, which is the masculine, and one that is a little bit more intuitive, which is the feminine. So today we just want to work with both sides a little bit. I invite you to join me in this flow. We will see how it goes, I just hope that you enjoy this time. Always know you know your body best, so please treat your body as it is wished to be treated today. Which means basically I'll always try to show different variations of the poses, try to find the one that works for you today, really tune in, listen in, only do what feels good for your body, and know your boundaries, know how far you want to go. With that said, you can gently close your eyes here, once again lengthen that spine, and just start to take a couple of deep breaths through the nose. With each inhale, feeling the chest rise, the belly rise. And with each exhale, feeling the body release, relax more. And use that breath to slowly arrive in the present moment here on your mat with yourself. Use that breath to tune in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? How's my body feeling today? And just try to listen here. There's nothing that needs to happen, nothing that you need to feel. Just try to listen to yourself. Try to let go of any thoughts that might still be there from the morning, from the evening before. Taking one more deep breath here. On your next inhale, slowly reaching both arms all the way up towards the sky, lengthening the spine here. Exhale, taking the hands down in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Deep inhale, we reach up. And exhale. One more time, deep inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, taking the hands down in front of your heart, maybe sealing in an intention if you feel like it. Slowly releasing your right hand down towards the ground, left arm reaches up towards the sky, and we slowly start to bend towards that right side, trying to keep both seating bones on the ground here, trying to really find that length in the left side of your body, in that female side, giving it space to find that intuition inside of you. Staying here for 2 more deep breaths. And from here, slowly turning, twisting down with our chest towards the right knee, rounding our spine. Option to take both hands onto the ground. And trying to breathe into that back side of the chest. Slowly coming all the way back up to center, releasing the left hand onto the ground, right arm reaches up. Inhale here, and on your next exhale, slowly coming towards that left side, opening up the right side, opening up that active, that fire, giving space to the Creator. And slowly exhaling, coming down here, rounding that spine, taking that chest towards the left thigh. Maybe releasing both hands down towards the ground here, breathing into that backside. Slow breath here. Slowly coming all the way back up to center. From here we're slowly going to take our hands towards the knees. Exhale, we're going to round the spine. Inhale, we're going to open up the chest, look up. Exhale, we round the spine. And inhale, we open up. You might want to take your feet in front of you, take your hands underneath your knees. Just see what feels better for you here. Maybe you have a little bit of a wider range of motion. Opening up with every inhale and rounding the spine with every exhale. And try to really move from every single vertebra, from the bottom of your spine all the way up towards your neck. Trying to lubricate that space in between every vertebra. One last breath here. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we cross our legs. We come into all four position, trying to keep the shoulders above the wrists. Hips are above the knees. And we extend the right leg towards the back, finding balance here, keeping the hips aligned with the ground in parallel. Option to stay here. Option to reach that left hand in front of you, finding that balance. Slow breath here. Deep breath. From here we're going to take that right foot, cross it over on the left side, releasing the left hand towards the right side, and coming into our first asymmetrical pose here. Puppy pose variation, reaching the hands into the front, opening up the shoulders here, breathing deep. Slowly moving all the way back to center, taking that right foot off the ground, making a big circle here, and releasing that leg all the way down, moving towards the other side. Left leg reaches behind us, right arm in front of us, engaging the core. Taking a couple of breaths here. Try to keep the hips aligned. And on our next exhale, slowly put that left foot over towards the right side, right hand reaches towards the left. Coming into our puppy pose variation, once again pushing the hips back. Allow yourself to release down through those shoulders. Open up. And stay here for a couple more breaths. Next inhale, take both hands back towards the center, releasing both legs down onto the ground, taking both toes together, knees open wide, sit back, child's pose. Allow your hips to sink further down towards those heels, finding length in the spine here, maybe taking your forehead onto the mat. And just tune in with both sides of your body right now. Use this pose to reassess how your body feels. Next inhale, slowly round up your spine, come all the way back, all fours, tuck your toes, and slowly lift those knees off the ground for a few centimeters, coming into our bear stance, engaging the core here. Push your hands strong into the ground, toes strong into the ground, create some tension for the body. Create some heat. Next exhale, slowly start to push your hips all the way back and up. Coming into our first downward facing dog here. If you want, you can move your hips a little bit, walk out that dog. You can keep the knees bent, just try to stay as long as possible in the spine here. Opening up the shoulders. Creating one straight line all the way from the fingers to the tailbone. Finding strength and length here, finding stillness. I'm going to invite a little bit of Vinyasa movement here, moving with our breath. Inhale, we round the spine, we roll all the way into plank. Exhale, pushing the hips back. You can move with your own breath here. Inhale, round the spine, plank pose, shoulders are above the wrists. Exhale, we push back. Doing this a couple more times. Feeling, once again, that spinal wave, that spinal movement in every single vertebra. Feeling the heat that's created in the body here. Warming that body up. Maybe even feeling the movement in the toes and the ankles. Finding your way back to stillness, staying a couple of breaths here. Find length. Next inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, step in between the hands. Release the back knee down, come up. Low lunge, looking up towards the sky. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Allow the hips to sink very deep. Feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. And then option to stay here, option to release the right hand down, coming into another side bend here with that left arm reaching towards the right side. Slow breath here. All the way back to center. Releasing the hips towards the back of the mat. Pulling the toes towards you of the right foot, coming into our half split. Slow breath here. Try to keep the chest proud. Try to look towards the front of the mat. Come all the way back to center. Frame your foot and step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Slow breath. Round your spine, come into plank pose. Exhale, come into your first chaturanga. Knees can be down on the ground or uplifted to make it a little bit more difficult. Tuck the elbows close towards you. And inhale, come into your baby cobra. Or up dog by lifting the thighs off the ground, looking up towards the sky, shoulders pull back. Exhale, pushing back, down dog. Right leg reaches up one more time, reaching up towards the sky. Slow breath. Step in between the hands one more time, come up into your warrior one this time. Back foot 45 degrees, pulling that right hip towards the back of the mat, coming into square hips. Slow breath here. Interlace the hands behind your back, open up. Look up. And exhale, we bow down towards the ground. Couple more times. Deep inhale, we open up the front side. And exhale, we bow down. Deep inhale, opening up. Next time you're down, we stay down. We try to really keep that strength in our legs, pulling the left heel towards the back, the right foot towards the front. Creating stability here. Arms reach up towards the sky and we bow down towards the thigh. Slowly releasing the hands, taking that right hand down onto the ground, flipping the back toes open 90 degrees, and slowly reaching that left arm up towards the sky. extended triangle pose. Try to really align that back foot with the short edge of the mat. Slow breath here. Deep breath, opening up, really twisting that chest up towards the screen now. Slowly release both hands down towards the ground. Take your right foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Try to keep the back knee off the ground. Come into your lizard pose variation here. Breathing deep into that hip. Option to stay here, or option to take the right hand and gently press against the inside of your right thigh, opening up that hip. Maybe the inside of your foot releases from the ground. Slow breath here. Slowly take down both hands, step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here, slow breath, reassess both sides of your body, push your hands strong into the ground, reach the tailbone up. Stay here for one more deep breath. Slow breath. And slowly take that left leg up towards the sky. Step in between both hands, come into your low lunge, reach both arms up towards the sky and release the hips down. Chest is proud, chest is looking up, find length here. Option to stay here, really sinking into those hips. Or option to release the left hand down towards the ground, coming into our side bend. Feeling that length that's created in the right side of our body. That space. Come back all the way to center. Release your hands down and push your hips back, flex the left foot. Half split here, trying to really pull that left hip into the back. Slow breath. Chest is proud. Back is as long as possible. Slowly come all the way back towards the front and step back, downward facing dog. Slow breath here. Deep breath round the spine. Plank pose. Engage the core. And slowly come into your vision of the chaturanga. Into your up dog or cobra. Looking up. Exhale, push back. Ardha Mukha Shavasana. One breath here, left leg reaches up towards the sky. Stepping in between both hands, coming up. Warrior one. Back foot is 45 degrees. We pull the left hip towards the back of the mat, reach the arms up. Slow breath here, deep breath, finding that stability, finding that warrior inside of you. That strength. And slowly interlacing both hands behind your back, opening up the chest. Exhale, coming into our humble warrior, while pushing both feet strong into the mat, creating that stability. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we bow down. Deep inhale, open up. And exhale, we bow down, we stay down. Reach that, let those arms up towards the sky. Once again, feeling the feet, working here, feeling the strength in your legs. Try to keep the hips square. Slowly release the hands down towards the ground. Left hand reaches towards the inside of the left foot and start to flip the back toes open into 90 degrees, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Extended side angle. Feeling that length. Slow breath. One last breath here, trying to really open up that chest. Exhale, slowly come all the way back down. Take the left foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Let your hips sink down, look towards the front. Deep breath here, option to stay here or to come into a little hip opener, taking the left hand towards the inside here of your thigh. Gently opening up, maybe flipping the sole away from the ground, off that left foot. Deep breath. From here, slowly releasing both hands back down onto the mat. Step back, down dog. Finding length, finding space. Using this asana, this pose here, to connect with yourself, to assess how the body is feeling, how you're feeling. Whenever this pose is too much, always feel free to come down to child's pose. Deep inhale, slowly reach the right leg up towards the sky again. Exhale, we step in between the hands, release down one more time. Reaching the arms up towards the sky. Slow breath here. And coming into our side bend again, releasing that right hand down. Slow breath. Deep breath. From here, slowly coming all the way back up, taking both hands in front of you and slowly taking that left elbow onto the right knee, coming into our twist. Try to keep the hands in front of the chest as long as you can and breathe into that twist. Trying to find the length in your spine here with every inhale, trying to deepen the twist with every exhale. Slowly coming all the way back to center, releasing into our half split here, looking towards the front. Maybe walking even further with your hands. Just go as far as you can keep the chest long and proud. Come all the way back towards the front, frame your feet and step back, down dog. One breath here. Right leg reaches up again. Transition into our warrior one. Right leg is in the front, left foot, female side supporting the right leg. Once again, finding that warrior here. Slow breath. Deep breath. Taking that left arm in front of us, right arm on top. Coming into our eagle arms, either just crossing over like this or coming into the full bind. Trying to pull the elbows in towards the front and up, creating space in between the shoulder blades here. And once again, coming into our humble warrior variation. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we bow down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, bowing down. 2 more times. Inhale, we come up. And exhale, we bow down. Last time, we open up. We bow down, we stay here, try to find that strength, pulling the right hip towards the back. Finding that humbleness in our warrior. Slowly releasing the bind, taking that right hand down towards the ground, opening up the back foot. Extended side angle here, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Slow breath here. Deep breath. From here, slowly making one big wheel with the back arm coming all the way up, warrior two. Finding that alignment, pulling the right knee towards the outer edge of the mat. Finding strength here. Lengthening that front look and slowly coming into our extended, into our Trikonasana triangle pose. Once again, really trying to find length here. Option to keep the hand on the shin or down on the ankle. Trying to create one straight line from the middle of your hips towards the top of your head. Option to stay here, or option to come with me into your half moon, taking that right hand down onto the ground. Left leg reaches up, trying to find that balance and keep that balance. Keeping that chest open towards the front, flexing the back foot. Staying here for one more breath. Exhale, slowly take both hands down towards the ground, standing split, reaching the left leg up towards the sky, bowing down. Next exhale, taking that left knee, crossing it over, coming into our Shiva squat. Coming back, half split, standing split. One more time. Exhale, bowing down, Shiva squat. Coming all the way up. Next time when you're in your Shiva squat, release that back foot down, but just with your toes. Come all the way up to standing. Slow breath here. Deep breath. And from here, we're going to take that back foot. Take it all the way in front of us. Lift that knee up. Slow breath here. Slowly we take our left arm in front of us, right arm comes inside, back to our eagle arms. Option to stay like this. To get more stability, I'm just going to turn towards the front so you can see, you can cross your foot down. Or option to come into full eagle pose by bending that standing leg and wrapping that left leg around. Trying to find a drishti point, a point of concentration. Pushing the elbows up and in front of you. Maybe even coming a little bit deeper. Just go as far as you want to go. Slowly coming all the way up, releasing. Slow breath here. In Tadasana, in our mountain pose. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, we bow down, we release down, forward fold. Finding length here. Slow breath. Inhale, we find length in our back. And exhale, we step back. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up towards the sky. Step in between both hands. Release the back knee down. Low lunge. Allow the hips to sink down here. Release the left hand down towards the ground. Find space. Come all the way back up to center. Take both hands in front of you and start to come with your right elbow towards the left knee, coming into that twist. Really finding length with every inhale, twisting deeper with every exhale, trying to keep those hands in front of the chest. One more deep breath here. Coming all the way back to center. Releasing the hips back. Flexing the left foot. Pulling the hips back towards the back of the mat. Option to walk your hands a little bit further towards the front. Slow breath here, deep breath. Slowly come all the way towards the front of the mat. Step back, down dog. Round the spine, come all the way into your plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Deep breath here, finding stability, finding length in that spine. Tailbone reaches up. Left leg reaches up. We come into our warrior one. Back foot aligned 45 degrees. Coming into our warrior one, left leg is active, right leg is supporting. Really finding that stability here. And then taking the right arm underneath, left arm comes inside, coming into our eagle arms on the other side. And into our humble warrior variation. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we bow down. Really push both legs into the ground here, creating stability for you to move with your breath. Deep inhale, we open up. And exhale, we bow down. One more time, open up. Exhale, bow down, stay down. Pulling the left hip towards the back here, finding length. And from here, releasing that bind, taking the left hand down towards the ground, flipping the back feet open into our 90 degrees and slowly opening up into our extended side angle here. Taking one big circle with the back arm coming all the way up. Warrior two. Pulling the left knee towards the outer edge of the mat. Trying to keep the tailbone in. Finding length. Slowly releasing or lengthening that left leg. Coming into your Trikonasana. Option to come a little bit closer with the back feet. Taking your hand either towards the shin, towards the ankle, towards the ground. Just try to find a position where you can really push your shoulders up, stack them above each other, and open up that heart space. Once again, option to stay here, or option to come into that half moon with me. Taking your hands down. If you have a block, use a block. Otherwise, trying to keep the balance, your option to also bend the knee a little bit. Flexing that right foot, reaching up. And slowly releasing both hands down towards the ground, standing split, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, bending that right knee, crossing it over, Shiva squat. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, we squat. One more time, we find length. Exhale, releasing that foot down onto the back of your foot. Coming all the way up to standing. Slow breath here. Deep breath. And slowly taking that right leg in front of you. Finding balance here. Option to stay here. Option to take that right arm, left arm comes inside, coming into the eagle arms again. Pulling the elbows up and away. And option to come into your legs crossed over. Or into the full eagle pose by bending that standing leg, finding the balance. Really feeling the left leg working here. Slow breath, option to come a little bit deeper. Finding that drishti point, that focus. Slowly coming all the way out of the bind, releasing both hands. Reaching the arms up towards the sky, Tadasana, mountain pose. And exhale, bowing down, forward fold. Giving your body length here. Releasing the lower back. Deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back, down dog. Slow breath here, deep breath. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend that right knee. And take that knee towards the right elbow. Release it down and try to keep a more or less parallel shin with the short edge of the mat coming into your pigeon pose. Maybe you want to support something underneath your right hip. Try to really be in that center here. Feel the stretch, option to stay up here. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, walk your hands in front of you, release down. To protect your knee, try to flex that right foot. And really breathe deep into the hip here. Allowing that right hip to release. Let go of any tension here. Taking 2 more deep breaths here, slow breaths. Walk with your hands all the way back to standing, to sitting, sorry. Option to stay here like this. Or option to maybe reach with that left arm towards the back and take that back foot, pulling it closer towards you. Try to keep in line and just enjoy that stretch that's happening in the front of your left thigh now. Slow breath here. Last breath. Slowly releasing the leg all the way back down. And we're gonna shift our weight towards the right hip so you can loosen that left leg. Take it all the way up in front of you and try to cross it over that right thigh. Option to stay here or option to come into the full shoelace pose with your knees stacked on top of each other. Coming into a counter stretch here after the pigeon pose. Maybe grabbing both of your feet, trying to keep both seating bones grounded, releasing the shoulders down. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, round the spine. Maybe giving your feet a little massage here. Just do what feels good for you right now. All the way back to center. Releasing both feet in front of you and allowing them to swap from side to side like seaweed in the ocean. Releasing those hips. Finding stillness. Crossing both feet again, coming back over all fours back to down dog. Still have one more side to go. Left leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend the left knee, take that knee towards the left elbow, release it down and try to come into a more or less parallel position with your shin. Flex that left foot. Maybe once again putting a cushion or a block underneath that left hip. Finding length. Stay here, or if you want to deepen that stretch, walk your hands towards the front. Release down, breathe into that left side of the hip. Allow yourself to fully let go of any tension here. Allow yourself to surrender. It is sad that in the hips we store a lot of emotions, a lot of tension, a lot of stress. So by doing this pigeon pose, we allow the feminine and the masculine side to release, to let go of anything that may be stuck there, any stress, any tensions that we have in our bodies, in our emotions. Slowly walk all the way back up. Option to stay here, or option to reach with that right hand towards the back, taking that right foot and coming closer towards the back of the leg with the right heel. Feeling that stretch in the front of the thigh. Just stay here for a couple more breaths. Slowly release. Shift your weight all the way towards the left hip so you can free the right leg. Take that leg in front of you and across. Option to stay like this, or option to take that knee on top of the other one. Once again, hands can come towards your feet. Lengthen the spine, feel your seating bones in the ground. Inhale, we open up. And exhale, we bow down, round that spine. You can massage your feet a little bit again. Give the feet a little bit of love here. Grateful that they carry us throughout the day, every single day. Give us stability and strength, balance. Coming all the way back to center. Releasing the legs and letting them swing from side to side one more time. And from here, slowly come back to stillness. Release yourself all the way down onto the back. Take the feet closer towards the hip. On your next inhale, push the hips up. Finding openness in the front of our body. Exhale, releasing back down vertebra by vertebra. One breath here, deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale, we come all the way up. Push the feet strong into the ground, try to keep your knees in line with the hips. Exhale slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way back down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Option to do the same thing one more time, or to come into your wheel if it's part of your practice, taking your hands towards the ears, pushing the hands and the feet strong into the mat, coming all the way up. Finding that release off the front side of the body, feeling the strength of the hands, of the feet in the ground. And exhale, vertebra by vertebra, slowly release all the way down towards the ground. Maybe come with your knees closer towards the chest, give yourself a little hug, maybe roll a little bit from side to side. And then we come into our happy baby pose, taking our feet in flex position above our knees, either grabbing the ankles or coming all the way towards the outer edges of our feet, pulling those knees towards our armpits basically, towards the ground. Really feeling that opening of the hip here. Once again, option to rock a little bit from side to side, giving that lower back a small massage. And slowly letting go here, allowing the legs to find length. Reaching those arms up and above your head, finding length in the whole body. And next exhale, releasing down into your Savasana, corpse pose. Taking a deep breath through the nose. Deep inhale and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. 2 more times, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more time, deep inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And just use this time now to observe your body 1 more time. Maybe starting with the right leg, the right foot, the right toes. Just observing how the body feels right now, how that right side feels, traveling up towards the right hip. The right side of the belly, right side of the back, the chest, the shoulder. The right arm, elbow, forearm, wrist and fingers. Right side of the neck. Right side of the face. Switching our focus towards the left side, left foot, left toes. Left leg, ankles, knee, hip. Left side of our back, of our belly. chest, the shoulder. Just observing here. The left arm, elbow, forearm, wrists and fingers on the left side, left neck, and left side of the face. Allowing to feel the whole of the body now, combining that right and left side of the body, realizing that while we might feel a little bit more tuned in with the more intuitive side, the more receiving side, or with the more active side of our body, we always do have both sides inside of us. One might be more dominant than the other from time to time, but the other side is always there to support us. And allow yourself to feel both sides inside of you, to be both sides. Slowly taking deeper breaths here again. Maybe wriggling the feet, toes, fingers. Slowly rolling to one side and coming all the way back up into a seated position. We're going to finish off just with a couple of breaths of alternate nostril breathing to really balance the right and left side of our body. So for that, if you want to join me, just take your middle finger and your index finger on that third eye in between the eyebrows, the space for intuition. We're going to take our ring finger and the thumb to alternatively close one of the nostrils. So first we're going to breathe in on that left nostril, closing the right for 4 counts. And then we're going to exhale for 4 counts on that right side, closing the left nostril. And then we're going to breathe in on the right side and exhale on the left side. Just going to do this for a couple of rounds. So once you feel ready, find a position where you can lengthen your spine again. Take your index and your middle finger towards that point, that space in between your eyebrows. Start to close the right nostril, breathing in with a clearing breath. Left nostril, deep inhale and deep exhale. And once you're ready, we're gonna start with our alternate nostril breathing. I'm gonna count. You breathe in, left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4. You can release the mudra. Just take a couple of deep breaths through the nose. And just sit with yourself here for a moment. Tune in. See if you feel a little bit more balanced. Just observe the effects of this little pranayama exercise. That way of balancing the yin and the yang inside of us, the active and the passive, the rational and the intuitive. Now, to close this session, I'm going to invite you to join me in the unifying sound of Om. You're going to take a deep inhale through the nose first. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to Om. And with that, I say thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.